Builder's Care has come across some remarkable people going through some difficult circumstances, and that's certainly the case with Tanya Smith. Tanya's a single mom of 3 daughters that she's doing her best to raise, and 2 of them are born with severe handicaps.
Alexis is 12 years old. She was born blind. She cannot see out of either eyes. She does not eat regular food, so she is fed by a feeding pump. She is developmental delayed to where she's behind in a lot of areas that we have to take a lot of care for. We have to have 24-hour care. Taylor is 11. She's a normal child. She's hitting teenage years. She's never been able to branch out because it's always been everybody has to be home for the 2 kids because, you know, she's basically the big sister. She has to watch after them and help me.
And then there's Brianna, and that's who we really want the community to be aware of.
Brianna was born with restrictive cardiomyopathy and an ASD, which is an ASD is a small hole in the heart. Restrictive cardiomyopathy means her heart muscle barely pumps like ours do.
Brianna was born with a heart defect, and they all knew that one day Brianna would require a heart transplant. Finally, they got the call. There was an acceptable donor. I can't imagine how that mother must have felt, hopeful and terrified at the same time. Brianna came through that surgery with flying colors, and her fragile little body accepted that heart, and she started doing well immediately.
After she had the transplant, we actually seen a whole different side of Brianna that we didn't even know was there. The steroids made her gain weight. She enjoyed doing things that she knew she could do. The day she went in for transplant, she says, "I'm getting my new heart and I'm going home." And 2 weeks later, she was out of the hospital. She got up with chest tubes in her chest. 2 days later, walking with the IV pole and holding those chest tubes saying, "I'm getting out of here and I'm going home."
But this family has another problem. It's their home. In order for Brianna to continue to improve, they must have an almost clinical, sterile environment for her to come home to. And what I love about this family is they're not asking for a handout. They've done everything they could do on their own. They demolished that old mobile home. They were able to secure financing and buy a new mobile home and get it moved onto the property. But it's simply not big enough. What Builder's Care is trying to do, what Builder's Care must do, is build a room addition so each of these children can have their own space. A clinical environment, a place where these kids can continue to heal and grow and prosper.
Without miracles, Brianna wouldn't be here. Without God knowing what is right for us. A lot of times when I was younger, I used to question, why did God put so much on me? Until I actually learned my faith and knew that God only gives you what you can handle. And to be a family, to have such a strong family, I couldn't ask for any more. Unfortunately, my mom was killed in 2004. So I've never doubted God, and for a reason for that she was in heaven looking down on Brianna when she was laying on that table for 10 hours with her chest canal open. God is the only person I can talk to when there is no one else. I talked to him many times in that room, just asking, please, I want to see my kids, I want to go home. But he knew when it was right for us.
have to tell anyone that we're going through difficult financial times. You know, our building community has been hit very hard by this recession. And we used to be able to just call one of our champions up and they could come and do a project like this without even thinking about it. Pick up the phone call a few of their partners, and we could get this done. But in order to accomplish a project like this addition, this room addition, in today's market, it's going to require everyone to do what they can do. We're asking the Jacksonville community and everyone that hears this message to do something. We're making a big pot of boot soup. Everyone has something they can put in the pot to make this project work. You know, maybe you can give $1, maybe $10, maybe $100. There's probably someone that could give $1,000 to making this project. Or construction is still expensive. It requires a lot of different trades and architects and materials that we're going to have to purchase in order to get this room addition built. So we're asking folks to donate to Builders Care. It's easy to do. You go to builderscare.org. There's a button there to donate now. You can do it through PayPal. You can mail us a check to Builders Care. The address is on our website as well. You can come by. A lot of folks have been out on our job sites. You've been to our office. You know that we are right here in Jacksonville. It's local people helping local people. And this is a grassroots organization with we're just helping our neighbors, and we're asking you to donate to Builders Care so we can help our neighbor, Tanya Smith.
You just watched a compelling story about a family right here in Jacksonville who needs your help. You know, this is a classic or typical project that Builders Care does. And, you know, when you're not feeling good about what's happening around you, I tell all my friends and everyone to go out and do something for somebody, and that will make you feel better. Well, this spring is a time of renewing. Spring is my favorite time of the year, and this spring, we're going to be all about Brianna and Tanya Smith and building her house. And I invite you to come out and be a part of it. It's going to be significant. It will make you feel better about yourself. It'll make you feel good about your neighborhood. And let's have this as a time of renewal. So please come out and help Builders Care as we help this wonderful family.